It doesn't have to be as something as dramatic as a house fire. It could be something as simple and boring as a water leak or spill that manages to find its way to where your seed is stored on paper. One of the biggest challenges with crypto is if you lose your 24-word seed and you lose your hardware wallet, there is no way to get that back. So I've done a lot of videos about keeping your seed safe from scammers, from hackers, from using hardware wallets, and also from using tools like BTC Recover to recover if you've got an error in your seed phrase backup. One of the things I haven't really spent much time looking at is ways to keep your seed safe. And in a number of my videos, I offer links to some different sort of steel and metal-based backup wallets that you can use to keep a more sturdy version of your recovery seed. I definitely think that a metal wallet like this is a great investment. They're becoming more affordable than ever, but the thing is, they are not all created equal. You know, some of them are made using different materials, some are aluminium, some are made of stainless steel, and the challenge there is an aluminium one may not survive a house fire as well as one made of steel. Some of these different seed storage mechanisms are reusable. You can take the letters that are in there out, you can put a new seed in, and you don't have to worry about what you do with the old one. Some of these seed storage products allow you to store only your 24-word seed, whereas others allow you to store just about anything you like and include numbers and symbols and things like that in with all the letters. Some of them require additional tools and know how to use them. So I plan over the next little while is to actually do a number of reviews of different metal wallets that I've sort of had hands-on experience with. And I've actually got the results and I'm posting them on my website. And what I've got here is just part of my website. And essentially what you've got here is just a short summary of the different scores of the different wallets that I've looked at for survivability, security features, usability. There's actually a bit of detail, you know, what do the columns mean and why do they matter? Just a sentence or two for each. And I've also got a more detailed Google spreadsheet that you can actually open and sort of have a look at, I guess, the different features that may or may not be there for each wallet that essentially leads to the scores that they get. So this can just be useful if you're looking for something in depth in terms of the information for all of these different wallets. And yeah, I've put all the info there for all the ones that I've had to play with, even though I haven't done video reviews yet for all of them. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, and that way you can stay in the loop for content I make that helps you to stay safe in the crazy and often hostile environment that is cryptocurrency. One of the big advantages of storing your seed using one of these steel-based methods is that it takes out a lot of the things that can ruin your seed if you're writing it down on paper. Even simple things sometimes, like the type of paper that people use, the type of pen that they might use that might have ink that fades or runs rather than using a pencil. Or even simple things like your seed paper getting destroyed by moisture, insects eating it, just that kind of stuff. Storing it on metal, particularly a metal that's not going to rust or burn over time, can be a really good way to have something that is far more likely to survive the test of time, not just 1 year or 2 years, but maybe 10 or 20. And it could be especially useful if you're doing something a little bit more exotic, like burying your seed in the ground somewhere on your property or something like that, where things like moisture could become a problem. The only thing I would say with all of these different metal seed storage mechanisms is nothing is completely foolproof and nothing is completely indestructible. I'm particularly thinking of the 2011 flood in Brisbane when I say this, is that you can't assume that stuff you store in your house, even if it's made of metal, is going to be able to be found after something like a flood. It's entirely possible that it will have been swept downstream or buried under so much mud and other debris that you will actually never find it. So again, I think that particularly if you have significant sums of crypto, having some way of storing your seed in more than one geographic location is an important way of securing it against these kind of events. Because again, in crypto, there is no plan B. It's more to say that when you store your seed in multiple places like this, that does increase the risk of someone else gaining access to it. But as I've covered in other videos, BIP39 passphrases provide a significant layer of protection in the event that someone else finds your seed. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Hit like if you think that other people would find this video useful, and hit subscribe if you'd like to be kept in the loop about future content I make that helps people stay safe in the crypto space and to recover if they get into trouble. If you have any questions about this video or a topic that you'd like me to cover, just leave a reply.